Afrobeat. Afrobeat noun urban popular music originating in Nigeria in the late 1960s that emphasizes percussion rhythms and features elements of jazz and funk and lyrics which are often strongly political. Ailment noun a bodily sickness, disorder, or chronic disease. Ambush verb to lie in wait for and attack by surprise, waylay. Amphitheater noun an oval, circular, or semicircular building with rising tiers of seats about a central open space used in ancient Rome for spectacles and contests. Amused adjective pleasantly diverted. Antlers plural noun a horn of an animal of the deer family being typically present only in the male and differing from the horns of other ruminants in being a solid generally branched bony outgrowth that is shed and renewed annually sometimes, a branch of an antler. Appreciation noun expression of gratification and approval, of gratitude, or of aesthetic satisfaction. Arctic adjective of, in, characteristic of, or used in the region around the North Pole to approximately 65 degrees north. Captain noun a person having authority over and responsibility for a group or unit, chief, leader. Cereal noun a prepared foodstuff of grain, as oatmeal or cornflakes, used especially as a breakfast food. Combat noun struggle, contend, the fight. Completely adverb so as to be complete, fully. Composition noun a piece of writing especially, a written exercise done for a course in writing in school and usually intended to show study and care in arrangement. Confident adjective characterized by confidence, by a strong, reliant, and bold belief in oneself, and by freedom from fear, doubt, and worry. Congregation noun an assembly of persons, gathering especially, an assembly of persons met for the worship of God and for religious instruction, a body of people who habitually so meet. Delegation noun one or more persons appointed or chosen to represent others, as in a convention or congress, a body of delegates, deputation. Deliberately adverb in a deliberate manner, with deliberation. Desecration noun the act or an instance of desecrating. Devotion noun the act of devoting or quality of being devoted. Diamond noun native carbon crystallized in the isometric system often in the form of octahedrons with rounded edges and usually nearly colorless that when transparent and more or less free from flaws is highly valued as a precious stone because having high refractive and dispersive powers it shows when faceted a remarkable brilliance and play of prismatic colors and that when off-color or flawed is invaluable, for industrial purposes, as for use in wire dyes, abrasive. Powder, rock drills, and turning tools, because it is the hardest substance known, hardness 10, specific gravity 3.52. Engulf verb to flow over and enclose, overwhelm. Expressway noun a high-speed divided highway for through traffic with access partially or fully controlled and grade separations at important intersections with other roads. Forearms plural noun the part of the arm or forelimb between the elbow and the wrist in a primate, antebrachium sometimes, the corresponding part in other vertebrate animals. Fragrant adjective having a fragrance, marked by fragrance. Fury noun violent anger, extreme wrath, rage. Gallon noun any of various units of capacity, such as a unit of liquid capacity equal to 231 cubic inches. Gastritis noun inflammation of the stomach especially of its mucous membrane. Graduate noun one that has received an academic degree, a diploma, or a certificate. Gratitude noun the state of being grateful, warm and friendly feeling toward a benefactor prompting one to repay a favor, thankfulness. Ignore verb to refuse to take notice of. Important adjective marked by or possessing weight or consequence, valuable in content or relationship, significant. Incubator noun one that incubates, such as an apparatus by which eggs are hatched artificially consisting essentially of an insulated cabinet containing the eggs in trays or drawers, a source of artificial heat and of moisture, and controls to maintain a desired level of heat and moisture. Inscription noun something that is inscribed, such as the wording on a coin, medal, seal, stamp, or currency note. Inscrutable adjective incapable of being investigated and understood. Insulation noun something that insulates usually, material that retards the passage of heat, electricity, or sound, non-conducting material that is used in insulating. Insult verb to treat with insolence, indignity, or contempt by word or action, affront wantonly. Intertwine verb to unite by twining one with another, entangle, interlace, intertwist. Intimidate verb to make someone timid or fearful, to inspire or affect with fear, frighten. Inventory noun the quantity of goods or materials on hand, stock, supply. Invisible adjective incapable of being seen through lack of physical substance, not perceptible by vision, intangible, unseen. Manual noun a small book capable of being carried in the hand or conveniently handled, such as a book containing in concise form the principles, rules, and directions needed for the mastery of an art, science, or skill. Marble noun limestone that is crystallized in varying degrees by metamorphism, that ranges from granular to compact in texture, that is white or tinted or veined or mottled with various colors, as bluish-gray, red, yellow, green, or is sometimes black, that is capable of taking a usually high polish, and that is extensively used especially in architecture and sculpture. Occupy verb to engage the attention or energies of, busy, employ. Platypus noun a small aquatic mammal, Ornithorhynchus anatinus, of the order Monotremata of southern and eastern Australia and Tasmania having a fleshy bill resembling that of a duck, dense blackish-brown fur, 5-toed webbed feet, and a broad flattened tail, and being an expert swimmer and diver, inhabiting burrows near the water, feeding chiefly on aquatic mollusks, and unlike most mammals being oviparous, laying eggs about 3/4 of an inch long. Plaza noun a public square in a city or town, an open square, marketplace. Possible adjective falling within the bounds of what may be done, occur, be conceived, or be attained within the framework of nature, custom, or manners. Precious adjective of great value or high price, such as of such extreme value that a suitable price is hard to estimate, priceless, invaluable. Privilege noun a right or immunity granted as a peculiar benefit, advantage, or favor, special enjoyment of a good or exemption from an evil or burden. Provision noun a stock of needed materials or supplies. Quip noun a clever usually taunting remark, jibe. Quotation noun something that is quoted especially, a passage referred to, repeated, or adduced especially as evidence or illustration. Recital noun a homogeneous program of vocal or instrumental music, usually by a single performer or by a soloist with an accompanist. Reference noun a person of whom inquiries can be made as to the character or capacity of another. Arabic noun a Semitic language originally of the Arabs of the Hijaz and Nejd that is now the prevailing speech of Arabia, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, and parts of northern Africa, and that has numerous dialects but in the written form usually conforms to the classical standards of the Quran. Replace verb to place again, restore to a former place, position, or condition. Awfully adverb in an unpleasant, disagreeable, or objectionable manner. Bamboozled, bamboozled, bamboozled. Past tense verb to conceal one's true motives from someone, especially by elaborately feigning good intentions so as to gain an end or achieve an advantage. Mislead, hoodwink. Bestie, bestie, bestie. Noun, best friend. Bionic, bionic, bionic. Adjective comprising or made up of artificial body parts that enhance or substitute for a natural biological capability. Bronze, bronze, bronze. Noun, an alloy of copper and tin and sometimes small proportions of other elements such as zinc and phosphorus that is harder and stronger than brass, is used for a variety of industrial items such as wear plates, bushings, springs, clips, fasteners, and chemical hardware, as well as for objects of art and bells, and is prepared from various proportions of the constituent elements according to the purpose for which it is intended. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Geographical name, former city 1834 to 98 at the southwestern end of Long Island and now a borough of New York City. Population 2,504,700. Buckeye, buckeye, buckeye. Noun, any North American shrub or tree of the genus Aesculus, especially Ohio buckeye. Bunions, bunions, bunions. Plural. Noun, an inflamed swelling of the small fluid-filled sac on the first joint of the big toe, accompanied by enlargement and protrusion of the joint. Replica, replica, replica. Noun, a reproduction, facsimile, or copy as of a picture or statue done by the maker of the original or under his direction. Responsible, responsible, responsible. Adjective able to respond or answer for one's conduct and obligations. Trustworthy in respect to financial or other matters. Sacred, sacred, sacred. Adjective holy or hallowed, especially by association with the divine or consecrated, worthy of religious veneration. Salute, salute, salute. Verb to address with expressions of kind wishes, courtesy, or honor. Sausage, sausage, sausage. Noun, highly seasoned, finely divided meat that is usually a mixture as of beef or pork, is often extended as with cereal or milk solids, is stuffed in casings of prepared animal intestine or synthetic material which are tied shut at both ends to form a single cylindrical unit or at intervals to form links, and is used either fresh or cured. Also a single unit of sausage. Sentinel, sentinel, sentinel. Noun, one that watches or guards sentry. Serenity, serenity, serenity. Noun, the quality or state of being serene, calm, peacefulness, repose. Cress, cress, cress. Noun, any of numerous plants of the family Cruciferae whose moderately pungent leaves are used in salads and garnishes, such as watercress. Crookedly, crookedly, crookedly. Adverb having or distinguished by a crook or curve, not straight, bent, twisted. Dapper, dapper, dapper. Adjective neat and trim in appearance, spruce, smart. Silence, silence, silence. Noun, the state of keeping or being silent, forbearance from speech or noise, muteness. Spacious, spacious, spacious. Adjective marked by large or ample space. Squire, squire, squire. Noun, a shield bearer or armor bearer of a knight. Dessert, dessert, dessert. Noun, a course of fruit, pastry, pudding, ice cream, or cheese served at the close of a meal. Submerged, submerged, submerged. Adjective to cover or overflow with water, inundate. Superior, superior, superior. Adjective of a higher order, nature, or kind. Diode, diode, diode. Noun, an electron tube having two electrodes, a cathode and an anode. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Noun, a denial or disavowal of legal claim, as in pleading, where a defendant denies any interest in or claim to the subject of the action. Renunciation of a title, claim, interest, estate, or trust. Relinquishment, waiver of, or formal refusal to accept an interest or estate. Disdain, disdain, disdain. Noun, a feeling of contempt and aversion for something regarded as unworthy of or beneath one. Haughty indifference or insolent scorn, contempt. Disgruntled, disgruntled, disgruntled. Past tense verb to put in bad humor, arouse peevish dissatisfaction in. Donut or donut, donut or donut, donut or donut. Noun, a small cake fried in deep fat. Drawers, drawers, drawers. Plural. Noun, a sliding box or receptacle as one of a number enclosed in a case or frame that is opened by pulling out and closed by pushing in. Drawl verb to speak slowly, especially as a matter of habit with vowels greatly prolonged so that vowels monophthongal in other styles of speech are often diphthongized as in bin, web, bad, knob, talk, good. Droll adjective causing or capable of causing mirth or amusement by funny, whimsical, or odd speech or conduct. Syllables plural noun a unit of spoken language that is next bigger than a speech sound and consists of one or more vowel sounds alone, such as /I and // in /left and /I left India, or of a syllabic consonant alone, such as /n in /WDN /widen, or of either accompanied by one or more consonant sounds preceding or following, such as /stat in /stia with macron tmnt statement, or nd in /wdnd widened. Termite noun any of numerous pale-colored soft-bodied social insects of the order Isoptera that live in colonies each consisting of distinct forms as queen, male, wingless sterile workers and soldiers that show incomplete metamorphosis, build or tunnel out large nests, and feed on wood, and that includes some as Reticuliderms flanipes in US and R. Lucifugus in Europe, which are very destructive to wooden structures and trees. Fallow adjective left untilled or unsown after plowing uncultivated. Fascinated past tense verb to transfix and hold spellbound by or as if by an irresistible power. Fiddlehead noun one of the young unfurling fronds of certain ferns, as the cinnamon fern and ostrich fern that are often eaten as greens. Fitting present tense verb to be correctly adjusted to or shaped for conform to the contours of. Flea noun any of an order Siphonaptera of wingless blood-sucking insects that have a hard laterally compressed body, long legs adapted to leaping, and free-living larvae, feed on warm-blooded animals that include important pests of man and domestic animals. Fluke noun an accidental advantage or result of an action, an extraordinary stroke of good or bad luck. Flummox verb to throw into perplexity, embarrass, greatly confound, disconcert. Terrify verb to fill with terror, frighten greatly. Fowl noun a domestic cock or hen chicken. Thorax noun the part of the body of man and other mammals situated between the neck and the abdomen and supported by the ribs, costal cartilages, and sternum. Furniture noun articles of convenience or decoration used to furnish living quarters, offices, public and private buildings, usually used of movable articles as tables and chairs as distinguished from such permanent installations as bathroom fixtures. Transform verb to change completely or essentially in composition or structure, metamorphose. Verve now energy, vitality. Voracious adjective having a huge appetite, greedy, ravenous. Gather verb to bring together into a crowd, group, body, or mass, concentrate, collect. Gloaming noun twilight, dusk. Glumly adverb in a glum manner. Vultures plural noun any of various large raptorial birds of temperate and tropical regions that are related to the hawks, eagles, and falcons but have weaker claws and the head usually naked, that subsist chiefly or entirely on carrion, and that constitute the families Aegypidae and Cathartidae and include some of the largest birds of flight. Havens plural noun a place of safety, shelter, asylum. Hobbit noun a member of a fictitious, peaceful and genial race of small, human-like creatures that dwell underground in the stories of J.R.R. Tolkien. Howdy interjection used to express greeting. Hungrily adverb in a hungry manner with avidity, longingly, eagerly. Improve verb to enhance in value or quality, make more profitable, excellent, or desirable. Information noun knowledge communicated by others or obtained from investigation, study, or instruction. Internet noun an electronic communications network that connects computer networks and organizational computer facilities around the world. Mantle or mantle noun the beam, stone, or arch serving as a lintel to support the masonry above a fireplace. Mischievous adjective capable of causing or tending to cause annoyance, trouble, or minor injury or damage to others. Nighttime noun the time from dusk to dawn. Oddity noun something odd such as a peculiar quality or trait or feature peculiarity, eccentricity. Oman geographical name country in Asia in southeastern Arabia bordering on the Arabian Sea, a sultanate, capital Muscat area 119,499 square miles 309,500 square kilometers, population 4,613,000. Ourselves plural pronoun those identical ones that are we the selves that belong to us the selves that are ours, used one reflexively as object of a preposition or direct or indirect object of a verb. Outfits plural noun wearing apparel with accessories designed to be worn on a special occasion or in a particular situation or setting. Pantry noun a room or closet adjacent to a kitchen or dining room used for storing provisions or glassware and china or for serving. Peaceful adjective marked by, conducive to, or enjoying peace, quiet, or calm untroubled by conflict, agitation, or commotion. Poisonous adjective that is poison or that has the qualities or effects of poison. Popovers plural noun a quick bread made from a thin batter of eggs, milk, and flour and subjected in the first stage of baking to such heat that steam expands it into a hollow shell. Pouch noun a sack or satchel of small or moderate size for storing or transporting goods. Practice verb to exercise oneself in for instruction or improvement or for the acquisition of discipline, proficiency, or dexterity. Putty noun a cement usually made of whiting and boiled linseed oil beaten or kneaded to the consistency of dough and used in fastening glass in sashes and stopping crevices in woodwork. Razor noun a keen-edged cutting instrument made with the cutting blade and handle in one as a straight razor or with the cutting blade inserted into a holder as a safety razor or electric razor and used chiefly for shaving or cutting the hair. Reindeer noun any of several deers of the genus Rangifer that inhabit the northern parts of Europe, Asia, and America, have large crescentic hooves with very large dewclaws, antlers present in both sexes with those of the male long, sweeping, often somewhat palmate at the ends, and with broad greatly developed brow antlers and with those of the female much smaller and simpler, and are often domesticated and used especially in Lapland for drawing sleds and as a source of food. Rotten adjective having rotted decayed, putrid. Roughly adverb in a rough manner such as with harshness or violence, severely. Saucer noun a small shallow dish usually with a slightly depressed center for holding a cup at table. Sewing noun the action or method of one that sews by hand or machine also the action of a machine that sews. Squash noun any of various fruits of plants of the genus Cucurbita that are widely cultivated as a vegetable such as summer squash. Stagecoach noun a heavy usually four-in-hand closed coach formerly making regular trips between stations and carrying passengers and goods. Stitchery noun needlework. Stroll verb to walk in a leisurely or idle manner take a walk saunter, ramble. Sudsy adjective full of suds frothy, foamy. Sultanate noun the office, dignity, or power of a sultan. Thousand noun 100, 100 times 10. Tostins plural noun a thick slice of green plantain that is fried, flattened, and then fried again. Turban 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 noun a headdress worn chiefly in countries of the eastern Mediterranean and southern Asia, consisting of a long cloth that is wrapped around a cap as by Muslims or directly around the head as by Sikhs and Hindus. Valley 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 noun an elongate depression of the earth's surface commonly situated between ranges of hills or mountains and often comprising a drainage area. Vaseline 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 noun, used for petrolatum. Vision 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 noun the act or power of seeing visual sensation or the capacity for its sight. Wafting 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 present tense verb to cause to move or go lightly by or as if by the impulse of wind or waves to bear along on or as if on a buoyant medium. Wheezy 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 adjective inclined to wheeze afflicted with wheezing. Wisdom 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 noun the intelligent application of learning ability to discern inner qualities and essential relationships insight, sagacity. Yesterday 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 noun on the day last past on the day preceding today.